Welcome to the Bach Boys. I'm Ryan S.
I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
And I'm Alex F.
And we are boys who love the Bach. And we're here. We're talking about it. It is an anti-season, though, lest we forget.
How could we?
We couldn't, especially not after we seal it with a toast. A toast to Colton, kind of, indirectly, via an anti-lens for the anti-season.
Yeah, some airtime for Colton this week.
Clinking our crystal glasses. And we're drinking human bodily fluids. It's ancestry.com or something, right? That's our sponsor. Something like that. .gov. Check out the batchboys.net. We'll plug you early. It's www.batchboys.net, at the Bach Boys on Instagram, at Bach Boys on Twitter, and Bach Boys, Facebook.com/Bach Boys.
And if you want to go to batchboys.com, send us ransom money so we can get that domain name.
Yeah. Fahim is not let up. He's playing hardball. He's icing us out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Haven't heard anything from him.
For first-time listeners out there, Fahim is chasing us down for money. He wants money from us for batchboys.com, a domain we never wanted.
We never wanted it.
No, why would
but he's
we?
extorting us.
.net is where it's at. www.batchboys.net.
It gives us personality. It shows we're in it for the love and not for the business.
Yes. Net.
Exactly.
As much as we love business.
Yes. Well, and net, of course, is for nation.
Nation.
Is that what NET stands for?
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
Wow.
You signed the contract for the net.
Yeah, man, you're our finance guy.
I thought it
you
was like
sleeping on this?
I thought it was like a pirate reference.
Did you not crunch the numbers?
Yeah, we need you crunching those numbers, bud.
In the
Have you not been
I don't approve of what this joke is trying to do. I don't approve of it at all.
what? It's
We're
not
just
what
trying
it
to
is.
insinuate you're bad at math.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing to
'cause
do
you're
with your last
stupid.
name being S.
Yeah, Case.
For stupid.
Don't be such a Scrooge. Don't be such a Grinch like Tracy.
Yeah.
May she rest in peace.
Grinchy Crazy. Grinchy Tracy.
Say that 5 times fast.
I don't have to anymore. She's gone.
True. Boo. R.I.P.
Boo.
And a belated spoiler alert, because if you didn't know, the Bach Boys is a recap podcast. It's what we do. We're devoted to it.
Yeah. And Tracy's leaving has really shifted the bell curve of the age. So we're finally...
It is insane how one woman's age had that big an impact.
One down, one to go.
halfway there, Bachelor Nation.
I feel a little younger not having to watch her.
Yeah, I feel like I don't have to... I don't feel like I'm like with my relatives or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like she was like that like drunk sassy aunt that like
that nobody really likes.
She's
Yeah.
She married
the
into
divorced
the family.
one.
the one that goes
yeah,
on to a
She
TV
married
show
into
to
the family, but it doesn't want to, go to the other side of the family. Thanksgivings.
Yeah.
Yeah, she married into the family. They got divorced, but she hangs around.
She's still
Just trying to force
She claimed
inside
the
jokes,
family.
too. Yeah.
These are my friends now too.
She's the one who after 3 glasses of wine says, I was going to name my son Tommy before the other Tommy was born.
I just didn't get around to having kids,
It took us a while.
She chose not to.
and that's a legitimate thing, Bach Boys Nation.
No, we're just making fun of Tracy.
Yes.
This idyllic version of Tracy.
This is her idyllic version.
This is the peak.
This is
a
top
completely
notch.
infertile divorcee.
That's the best she can get.
What more would you want?
Yeah. What does she want? A lifetime of love from a TV show? She knew what she was
You
getting
may
into.
not like it, but this is perfection.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't know what Instagram is. She's not going to have anything after this show. What is this?
She was asking
This
all the other
dingle
contestants
hopper?
what their AOL screen names are.
She's going to get approached by Flat Tushy Tea for the elderly lady in your life.
But she won't have a platform to sponsor it on because she's old. She's older than us. We're young guys, like Colton, who's a young guy, and he's not looking to get married still, I believe.
Yeah.
Wait, how old are you?
Don't do this. Don't do this thing because we're basically the same age, okay?
Yeah, basically.
You haven't been acting like it.
Okay,
I'm almost a month older than you.
I'm above this. I'm above this, and you're picking fights with me because of your insecurities.
Yes, it's true. I'm very insecure.
See? That's how it should have gone on the show.
Courtney. Conflict resolution.
Exactly. Courtney just had to accept
Conflict revolution.
Conflict revolution.
That sounds like if the Civilization video games did like a crossover with DDR.
Conflict revolution.
Yeah.
Conflict resolution.
You got to dance your way through international diplomacy.
We have stumbled on something I think pretty interesting, which Ryan S. actually touched on while we were watching the show, which is that some things in terms of conflict resolution are happening on the show that have never happened.
That's true.
We had Demi and Courtney happen, and then Courtney just went home, no 2-on-1, and then the other two girls that were destined for a 2-on-1, Kaylin and Hannah B. Yeah, they made up. Which when has that ever happened?
Yeah, I've never seen the two like classic pairs. That'd be like if Sanderson Poe and Ashley I had made up in the desert before they were abandoned by Ben. Wasn't it Ben?
Yeah,
No, that was
Chris
I
Soules?
think so. Yeah.
it's like Sanderson Poe is still alive. That's what it's like. Bizarre, and I don't want to live in this world.
Yeah.
I don't want to live in a world that he's still alive.
One or the other.
Yes. But it would be like that. It'd be like some kind of like alternate, a bizarro universe.
Yes, it is a very bizarro season. It's an anti-season, and they've caught wind.
It felt like the most mature episode of the show in years.
I was proud of that. Caitlin, I mean, especially obviously had a great episode. I mean, powerful stuff. That was insane. That was insane.
That was.
Story. Like, let's be real. That was nuts. And F those guys. It's like,
I think it was the first time I've ever watched a quote-unquote sob story, and it wasn't a sob story. It was just like touching and vulnerable.
Real
and
trauma.
tough.
everyone
Yeah.
else is coming like, being like, I have this, like, this is the thing I want to share with you.
This was like a...
She was like, I don't want to, but I feel like I have to because it's important in a relationship, which is so like grown up of her and cool and difficult.
Yeah, and shame on The Bachelor for making us just think she's some type of like, stereotypical beauty queen person who just gets in fights with Hannah B. And then they finally
To be
give
fair,
her a
they gave
chance.
her the above it edit at least.
Well,
Until
yeah,
then it was all
I
Hannah
suppose.
B being the
And then
one talking about her.
And then she gets
Yeah.
a chance to talk, and it's like, oh yeah, she's super, mature and eloquent and like strong and stuff.
And Colton actually handled the situation surprisingly well until the end when he made it about his virginity.
Yeah, you had to plug it.
Yeah, he had to. Colton had to get plugged in that one.
I think, I don't know, it didn't feel as forced.
What, Colton's
Yeah,
twist?
'cause it was.
Yes.
It did have something to do with what she was talking about.
No.
Yeah, but
no.
without
He
it,
was
it would've
empathizing
worked
with.
fine.
He was
I
empathizing
agree,
with it,
but-
like understanding what it's like
Yeah.
to be hard to share something. Not
Yes.
about like conflating the two.
Right.
Which he shouldn't have done because it automatically like conflates it. It like does. You know what I mean? Like I feel like it was very relevant for him to bring up his past, experience supporting someone who'd gone through that sort of
Right.
trauma. That was
Because
relevant
it
and
wasn't
cool.
his.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not his.
trauma.
It's not your moment.
Yeah.
I think people often get caught up in the idea that when someone tells them something difficult, that they have,
to share a secret as
something.
well.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like, if anything, it just sort of demeaned for me at least, like her experience, because it's like don't
Well,
relate
the conversation
those.
ended on him.
Yeah.
I
like-
don't think he meant it that way, but
Yeah, well,
Well, yeah, but let's not fault him for being stupid. He's just stupid.
Yeah, I'd
He's
still
stupid.
say he did an admirable job, and he I was surprised how he was kind of there for her. To
4
see him there
stars.
for a person.
4 stars.
4
4 out of
star.
5.
4 stars.
4 stars.
That's a certified fresh for me.
Yep. That means I'll go see it in theaters.
Exactly.
Oh, nice.
But no, I don't like Colton though. I like Colton. That's where I'm at right now. But I think he's right as the Bachelor? No, because he's not trying to get married.
And
Even
also-
though he said, my wife is going to need to try
Yeah,
weird
he can
foods.
Say that, and
Yeah.
that's true. It seems like it's probably true.
Yeah, we had. I mean, this is kind of a big segue, but we had a guest with us tonight during our viewing, and she pointed out that they were all drinking Pepto-Bismol, and I think that's really interesting because in the post credits we saw they were all throwing up from all this heinous street food. Like, whoa. Singapore people don't eat McDonald's. Yeah, it's like, whoa, they cook?
Yeah, they really
I'm
did
gonna
paint.
be sick.
I will say it looked like they went to like the Margaritaville, like the opening shot of them in Singapore was them at like literally Margaritaville.
The Hard Rock Cafe.
I was gonna say they painted Singapore like diets and like cuisine as just like weird things Americans
Like,
wouldn't want to
ew,
try.
gross.
Like,
Yeah.
not at all. Like,
Yeah, it's
they
like,
have some
like you're super fortunate if you're able to like do that, at that age.
Also, look, I think everyone at this table knows that I take a firm stance on trying new things. And like, I would have been embarrassed to date any of those girls that was like,
Yeah,
I don't want to
stink about the
try
food,
that,
yeah.
Or like,
Yeah.
it's like, bleh. I'd be like, come on, like,
100%.
maybe the because like you tried it, you don't like it, I feel you, but
Yeah.
don't make that noise.
Don't pip it before you try it.
Any person, significant other in my life who makes a pit noise, I'm gonna punch you in the knee.
Right in the jeans. You just-
4 stars, Ryan. 4 stars.
I wanted to say a lot of other words.
I'm glad you didn't.
Thank you. Me too.
But yeah, no, Hannah B in particular stood out there for me because she was like, "Oh, be proud of me. Aren't you proud that like I ate like food like a grown-up adult person?" And then it's like, "No, Hannah, you suck." And she's just so bad.
She's
and that's why
loud.
she's my pick. She's my So I'd like to say that I think I'm doing really well. To be his terrible, no good, horrible, very bad wife.
That's
No
right.
good.
And as we all know, I picked Caitlin, who's already long gone.
No,
she
no,
won.
no, those are your...
No, to be saved
Yeah.
from a no good, terrible, very bad life. So she's gone. She's protected. I've done my job. I win. And Heather Never Been Kissed is still hanging in strong.
For now.
In the background, but there,
Maybe she'll be
nonetheless.
kissed next week. Preview makes it look like potential. Would you kiss her?
No.
Yeah, I don't think I'd kiss her.
It'd just be too weird.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you kiss her?
My sister?
Yeah, your sister. She's your
Cassie?
past life sister.
Oh, then no.
But your real sister?
No, what? No. I misunderstood. I would kiss
Sure
my
you
past
did.
life sister.
Hey, is that what are you and your sister texting about?
I don't know, man. Come off it. It's family business.
Sorry, that's right. They do have a family business. What's your family business again?
It's over in Singapore.
Yeah, you wouldn't understand. It's really wacky. It's wacky hokey.
I don't believe in any of it.
stuff. Yeah, it's all fooey. Yeah.
Yeah, you're Jake obviously referencing the moment later in the episode when like
Quite obviously referencing.
yeah, very obviously for eagle-eyed.
If you don't get it,
listeners.
you weren't paying attention.
Yeah, but the Colton like just crapped all over the traditions. Like they did this. What did they do again?
It was
they
It's like
did,
a
your
fortune-
past sister, and he's like,
Yeah, and then they were alone together, and he
do you
was
believe
like,
that?
he's like, no.
It's honestly...
And that was all just from eating frog legs.
Yeah, he did like the ideological equivalent of a pit on that like past life thing.
In his pants.
It's a good thing that The Bachelor is not sponsored by Ancestry.com, or they would have figured it out by now. They wouldn't have to speculate what's going on with their sisterly, brotherly ties.
That's true, and of course we know we have the results in the Bach Boys studio, which is
inside the big box.
yes, that's right. It is a big
We
box
revealed the
giveaway.
prize early. It's so juicy, we had to tell you right off the bat.
This year's big box is filled with the DNA test results of if Cassie and Colton are really brother and sisters in present life.
Spoiler alert, they might be. You'll have to get the box.
So stay tuned till the end of this episode for details on how to win the big box. We're gonna plug it at the end.
We'll get there. We'll do it.
We'll get
Stick
there.
around.
Stick around.
Look right at that box. It's huge.
I'm staring at it.
I don't even remember how we got it in here. It's so big.
I know, considering the doors are cemented shut on
It's a
this
moving train.
Yeah, which, we've glazed over this
Was
episode.
the box here before we were?
I think the box
What
was
came
always
first,
here.
the boys or the box?
I don't remember.
We're the Box Boys.
Why don't we ask the boys right into school with their moms? Boys, learn something today in school and listen to your moms. And don't distract her while she drives.
And give her some love. Moms need love.
Say
Nook
thank
nook.
you. Should we do another thank you for the boys riding in the back seat
Yes.
with their moms? Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Thank
you, Mom.
boys.
And the boys. They
And
deserve
the
a little
boys.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
showing their thanks.
Because these are hard times, boys, and you don't need to understand why. Just understand that they are.
You'll eventually learn.
Yeah, the weight of life's difficulties will shower upon you.
Is his mom? Are the moms all TSA like workers? Is that what we're getting after here?
I know the shutdown's been hard.
Yeah. Hey, as Cardi B said.
Comrade Cardi.
Yeah, Comrade Cardi. Well, I can't say what she said because it was explicit, but that was cool that she shouted out the. I credit the shutdown ending to her.
It definitely put a lot of pressure.
Somebody Donald Trump would listen to is Cardi B. I don't feel comfortable saying that name on our podcast.
Yeah,
Well,
get that name
no,
on-
it's
get
fine.
that-
You didn't say her last name. You said B.
That's true.
Cardi B.
Get that name
No,
off
that's
my
not her
Christian
last
podcast.
name.
Man, I wish that her origin story was that she was on The Bachelor as Cardi B. That would have been sweet.
Yeah, that is. No, I think that is why I felt weird about it. Was because a B feels like her last name. What does the B in Cardi B stand for?
Well,
Batch Boys Nation.
Oh.
Does it stand for Batch Boys Nation?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Wow.
it does.
I forgot that she told us that.
That's why her last name is batchboys.net.
You can't say her last name on the show. That's what I just said. I felt weird about saying. Yeah,
Darn it.
She's been considering changing her name
Cardi
legally
Batchboys.
to CardiBatchBoys.com, but Fahim's got
Yeah.
a lot of blackmail on her.
He knows
Fahim.
no bounds, Fahim.
No, he's holding hostage CardiB.org.gov.edu. He wants it all.
Well, he told Cardi that she and Offset were actually brother and sister in a past life.
And
That's
guess what? That's also
Also
included.
That's the little box
Whoa.
giveaway on top of the big box.
Nice.
Yeah.
We have a little box this season.
Exactly. We're giving stuff away left and right, like Colton and ABC. Can we talk real quick about how all the girls were saying, like, oh, I can't believe Colton gave Kaylin all those gifts. It's like Colton didn't give Kaylin
Yeah,
anything.
he didn't spend a dime on that.
Yeah, it's like you've seen how he dresses himself, right? Oh, you haven't? Because he has a team of personal stylists that dress him every day?
And that's the best they could come up with.
Yeah.
All right, you're going to wear a suit, but you're not going to wear a tie, and you're going to unbutton the top two buttons. There you go.
Ooh.
You're going to wear the suit,
Handsome.
but 3 a.m. after the wedding's gotten kind of weird and you should have gone home already.
But you're not home.
You're not
You're
home.
getting into some trouble.
Yeah. Colton, you going to wear the kind of suit that you wear to your prom, but you know you're going to go like the prom after party in it. And like, so, you don't mind that it got a little like punch on it at the prom because who knows what you're going to get on it at the after party.
Yeah.
What's he going to get on it?
I don't know, like hard alcohol or something. The real party begins.
Ooh.
No punch.
No punch. Jake, what kind of suit? We're all waiting for it.
No, it does. It's like I don't know. It's like, what about the casual wear when it's like, here's some joggers with diagonal zippers.
Colton's suit looks like it was made by Tommy Bahama.
Yes,
It's certainly
I'm familiar.
Tom Baham.
Tom Baham.
Tommy
Tommy B.
Baham.
The letter
It's Canadian.
Tommy Baham.
From to Z.
You're going to like the way you look. I think, eh?
If you don't, just bring it right back and we'll get you.
You're going to like the way you look, or we're very sorry.
Or you can come back and return your suit and get something for equal or lesser value.
For about the same price.
Hey, who knows? Maybe that day we'll be running a special. Then you'll have really lucked out that the whole thing worked out in your favor.
Your favor. Wow.
Man,
That was good. That was
you
good.
know what else was good? Courtney versus Demi. Some great drama tonight.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's only drama because we're being told it's drama, but I think we all agree.
This is a
that-
one-sided battle.
Yes. Very much so, right?
Yeah.
Are we all
slay
in the same
girl
place?
slay. Demi is rocking.
Demi.
Yeah, she crushed.
She's an orator. She's an eloquent woman who knows her worth and knows the boundaries of what a person should say to her. And
Yeah, she's
Courtney
smart.
crossed that.
She's smart. She's well spoken. She showed restraint too. Like, because
Yes.
she could have.
Extreme.
I bet Demi could snap, but she doesn't.
Right. How do you
Yeah.
think her mom raised her?
Yeah, I like that she's
From behind bars. Through a glass window and a telephone.
once a week.
Oh,
See, that's funny.
No,
That's funny because her mom committed a crime.
She's fair game.
She deserves it.
Well, no, honestly, for some reason, I feel like it's acceptable because it's like a white collar crime. You know, it's
Yeah,
like
if she
I'll
like
tell you
murdered like a school full of senior citizens, that
senior citizen school.
they gotta learn. You can't teach an old dog
They keep
new
forgetting
tricks.
everything.
That does exist though, just so you know.
yeah,
But-
extended
Yeah.
learning, bro.
At the annex.
You're right.
Yeah.
But you guys want to talk about white collar crime? Colton's suit. Am I right?
You know what? Let's do a
You
shout out
are.
to Daniel B.
Fashion
Fashion
crime.
fails.
Committing crime.
Pull over.
Oh, it's the police. no, put it away.
We'll comply.
Put your hands down.
Fashion fails.
With Daniel B.
That's right. Daniel B can't be here tonight because he's executive producing the show live from Singapore. Thanks for listening, Dan. He's actually got a team over there, so you're going to hear some major changes this week. This whole thing to you should sound auto-tuned to the to Bach's Fifth Symphony.
That's it.
It's beautiful.
That's what Daniel's telling me in the prompter. Type faster, Daniel. I can't. This prompter's too slow.
Come on, Daniel, pick up the pace. We need it. Get those fingers working.
Oh, now he's just putting a bunch of middle finger emojis across the prompter. This is real classy, Daniel.
Man, what a waste.
You're no good.
You know who else is no good? I want to bring up Tracy. Let's bring that up. She gone, and
She's
I'm
a
so
Grinch.
happy
Yeah.
about it.
She's a Grinch. We did mention that on the show earlier, right? That she's a Grinch.
We did.
They,
well, I just
they
wanted to
cleaned
bring
house.
it up again.
Cleaned house at the
No,
roast
no, no,
ceremony.
no,
Got rid
no.
of two big Grinches.
That's true. The Grinchiest ladies have fallen, I think. But I do agree. Tracy spent the whole episode rolling her eyes at drama she wasn't involved in. It's
Yeah.
like, grow up.
Well, I was
include me.
I wanted to bring her up for a fashion fail before we got off of Daniel B's segment because
Oh, we're still on it.
I don't know if you noticed, but there was a portion where all the girls were wearing like cocktail dresses, and she just had like a weird like trying to like, hey, we're traveling in Asia now. I have like a kimono dress, and it was like in poor taste.
She wore kimono?
She,
Like,
she
no,
was a
like
real
a-
kimono dragon.
Yeah.
All scaly and old.
and moist.
Yeah, guys, we all agree. Tracy was like 400 years old, right?
Well, yeah, she's Fred Willard's mom.
This is such an ageist podcast.
Fred
It makes me
W.
sick.
Fred, oh shoot!
Come
I'm
on.
sorry, Fred. Rest his soul.
Rest his zombie bones.
I can't believe they filmed his entire death. Just on the show.
Yeah, well, that was what Coco was based on.
Oh my god.
Do you think a lot of Pixar movies were based on The
Mama
Bachelor?
Willard.
Probably. Should we speculate?
On Willard family lore.
Wall-E was probably based on
His
Sean Lowe's season.
Why is that?
Cause
because of all the trash that was surrounding the world.
yeah, he was just sifting his way through trash to get his brandy from Wong.
Willard.
What's going on over there?
Will E.
Willard.
Fred Wall-Eared.
That's it right there. That's what I was going for.
It's fine. The Wall-E
Minor
thing
stroke,
was a
sorry.
stretch. The Wall-E thing was a stretch anyway. So
You know what else we should talk about? We should talk about bungee jumping. You know,
Yes.
'cause
I'll
that
debate this to the end of time, dude.
No, I don't want to talk about like you and my personal stances
I'm
on
going.
bungee jumping. I want to talk about The Bachelor
Casey's
and
not
how Colton.
going.
I'm not going. Because unlike
I've
Colton,
gone, and I made that very clear.
And Jake, would you go? Where did you land on that?
Bungee jumping? I would bungee jump. I'm still hesitant about skydiving, even though there's proof that it works because there's businesses built on it. I understand the logic, but it's just still a
That's-
scary thing.
that's like not sound logic to say that just because businesses were built on it that it's like
I would
fine.
say skydiving is no more dangerous than flying in a commercial plane.
Anything you pay money to risk your
I mean,
life
we could
for
certainly
is
find that
probably the
out.
same amount of safe.
Cigarettes.
Getting in the car on the highway.
Well,
on a
yeah,
California
that I
highway?
don't disagree with. That's way more deadly, of course.
Sleeping-
why I don't
sleeping
drive.
with your windows closed.
What?
Yeah, Casey.
Carbon monoxide.
Sleeping with
if
your
there's a
windows.
leak.
Having long curly hair and a rapidly growing beard and round glasses, that kills you instantly. Wearing blue plaid shirts you get from your friends.
I'm not going to wear that on the streets if you're trying to find me via what he's talking about. I'm not going to wear that.
And we're trying to profile Casey for you. Find him. Kill him. Just
Whoa.
kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding.
Yes, nobody do that. Oh, none of our rabid fans.
Eric
please.
D is like sharpening his knife as we speak. Shout out to Eric D. Haven't heard
Yeah,
from
man.
him forever.
I miss you.
I don't. He
Are you-
stole our name.
Is he in cahoots with Fahim?
Oh my god.
Fahim.
That's what the 2 E's in Fahim stand for.
Oh,
Eric D. His name's Fahi.
Eric D.
Eric Deem. Awesome.
Our 2 arch rivals.
Fahim, the like internet mogul, and Eric D.
Our once number 1.
Internet mogul. You know what we should do is we should buy batchboys.tv and try to sell it to him for $350.
We have a domain name you might be interested in.
And we should also decorate the site with like Fahim hate mail. Just like in big bold letters.
Like of
we
the
hate
scans
Fahim.
of the real life scans of the
his
mail
emails.
we've gotten. Thank you, by the way, fans.
It's just his email address on a page for our fans to harass.
It's just revenge promotion.
That's a cease and
I'd
desist.
honestly be down to start like add a Fahim tab to the website. Straight up. We'll put it in. No, honestly, we're putting it in tonight. Because guess what,
boys,
Batch
the
Boys
ladies,
Nation?
The most
Fahim.
important GoFundMe you could ever pay.
Yeah, this is what's going down, Batch Boys Nation. Fahim is after us. He wants us to buy a website from him that we never wanted. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to post his email on www.batchboys.net. You can send Fahim whatever you want. Tell him not to mess with the Batch Boys. Tell him to surrender the site. Or if you're feeling bold, make him an offer. Buy it from him. Become an executive producer of the Batch Boys.
Give it to us.
Or don't give it to us. It's straight up. Be our boss. We don't care. Run the show.
Yeah, I'm hey, yes.
Yes,
yeah,
right?
we want an executive producer. Hashtag produce us.
Daniel's fired ever since he flipped us off through the teleprompters that we don't read because they make me sound like I'm stuttering and don't know what I'm saying,
Yeah.
which
Produce
doesn't happen.
us.
Never.
I've never once done that.
Nope.
That's
I
why
do
you're
that a lot.
what?
Do I have like brain damage? I feel like I stutter through ideas.
All right,
like-
enough sob story.
All right,
Ryan.
yeah, sorry. I know you're just trying to enjoy your vacation in Singapore.
Yeah, we are passing through Singapore right now. Actually,
Yeah, this
short
train is
ride from
cruising
Nepal.
along. I think what we've realized is we talked about everything because nothing really happened this week. But it seems
that
like
was pretty eventful.
Yeah, I have a few.
It seems like there's a lot of change of events going on.
I just
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I will say that I clearly was wrong about Tracy because she revealed herself to be trash.
You liked Tracy before?
No, remember I like kind of defended her last week. It's canon. I actually received like
you have a soft
hate mail.
place for grandmas.
That's true.
Yeah, you have this. You always talking about how you always feel for infertile women, and you just
Being barren yourself.
Well, I just know. Here's the thing. I know. To be honest, you guys, I just have the utmost respect for World War I veterans.
For veterans, even the ones that aren't war heroes.
Well, not all veterans are war heroes. Hashtag season 1 Batch Boys. When is that from?
years.
Batch Boys.
We've been on for years.
No, it was an eventful episode.
Yes. Two things.
Oh, you got them?
Yeah, two things I'd like to point out is that during the Demi and Courtney fight, which took a lot of the attention for the eagle-eyed viewer and audio listener, did you recall Kirpa in the background being just sensitive and supportive and friendly and selfless and cute?
I mean,
was-
laughing at him?
No, earlier when she was saying before the fight began, she was saying to Courtney hey, you should really go talk to him. Go, people are already getting second tries, and it's like
Kirpa had lines in this episode.
she didn't need to do that.
No, you're lying.
No, that happened. What? I pointed it out.
I heard that Kirpa was only in The Bachelor for like 2 weeks. Isn't that incredible? And how much content that she's done on this show in only like 2 weeks' time. Never mind. That's deep lore for anyone who knows what I'm talking about. Slide into my DMs at KCB Harrison.
Same thing that you've
KCB
been talking about with
Wait,
Kirpa?
we need to make Batch Boys specific handles for all of us that are all our name B Harrison.
Ryan B. Harrison.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'm in.
We're
I
setting
like
that up
this.
tonight. All right, guys. So check out www.batchboys.net/Fahim. Get into Fahim's and be sure to follow Ryan B. Harrison, Jake B. Harrison, Alex F. B. Harrison.
Theo B. Harrison.
Fahim B. Harrison.
We'll make one for him, too.
Yeah, Fahim be harassing us. Get it together, Fahim. We're not interested.
Yeah, the
You've
Batch
woken
Boys
up the
Nation is
sleeping dragons.
Yeah,
the
the-
Mono's dragons that are the Batch Boys.
the Batch Boys Nation is coming for you, Fahim. So coming for who, Fahim. So get ready.
Is it like a crime?
We're coming for him.
Is it a crime for us to like lift his like Facebook information and just like put it as a page on our site?
That is called doxing.
No, if he's
What's swatting? That's not
Doxing.
docking.
It's a
Doxing.
doxing.
Oh.
2 X's, bud.
Yeah, and if he's not scared yet, then he deserves it. If he hasn't deleted
Oh,
his
you
Facebook-
know Fahim is listening to this right now, quaking in his boots.
Facebook
On
up,
a
delete
push
lawyer.
behind our car.
He's quaking in his boots like Colton, scooting to the edge of that bungee platform.
Yeah, as he made peace with his god and prepared to jump to his death.
The hardest part is willing yourself to fall. I've bungee jumped. Have I let you guys know that?
Well, I imagine it was very easy for you to will yourself to your death.
Were you just
In
surprised?
fact, I was
when-
disappointed when I didn't hit
Yeah,
the ground.
Were you surprised when
Oh,
you
there's
saw
a
the
line?
ropes on your feet?
Yeah. Who put these ropes
They
in?
only tied in a couple knots. I was hoping it was just going to slip.
Yeah, are you allowed to bungee jump right side up?
Dark.
It seems a little silly.
We call that a reversey.
A reverse bunge boy.
We call that Fahim if you
call
don't
it-
give us the site.
Yeah, and we can say that.
call that riding goofy.
Yeah, it's a south neck.
That's bungee jumping goofy.
Your south ankles.
Hey,
Your singular south ankle.
That is goofy.
I'm goofy ankled.
hey, whatever happened to Goofy?
Huh?
Deceased.
Oh, yeah, he's dead.
Oh, what?
Yeah, he's dead.
We had him on as a guest. And I went,
Deceased.
oh, man.
Yeah, he jumped out the window, or I threw him. I think. Yeah, I threw him to his death out the window.
Whatever.
There was
He's
a whole
dead.
crowd.
Last season was nuts.
Yes.
Things were crazy.
Yeah, I'm glad that this whole season's been right back on track in the old style.
Yeah, right on the rails of
Noticeably.
this
Yeah,
moving
noticeably.
speed train. No, honestly, I feel like really
The train is heavy-handed symbolism.
I'm feeling passionate, you know? I'm feeling passionate because maybe we are against Colton a little bit. Maybe I'm not against Colton, but I'm against whatever this pony show is.
We're for America.
Yes.
We're for Bachelor Nation
Exactly.
and Batch Boys Nation having a reputable program again.
Amen.
Just because we don't like what America is right now doesn't mean we're not patriots.
Oh my god.
Listen, man, we bleed red, white, and blue.
Look,
Listen, brother.
I kneel
I'm
during
angry
the
because I
intro
love
of the
America.
Oh man.
Hey, I'm with you. Cassie's so kind.
Cass E.
Cass E.
Cassie is so kind.
Yeah,
my
she's very
favorite.
That's when
kind.
you shoehorned.
Hmm?
I'm starting.
shoehorning
I'm
it.
starting to
I'm
worry.
not judging. I'm just noticing.
Oh, is that good?
No, I like it. I like that you made time for her.
I'm starting to worry that I'm
for
going to come in
Cassie.
last place for our she needs to get away pick because she's just too good that there's no way he's going to send her home.
I don't know. I don't think they end up together. I don't see it. I don't think she feels it. You know?
Really?
I hope not.
I mean, she's in the ocean with him, and they're tumbling around in the bed we found by
So,
investigating the
We're pretty
rings.
sure. Yeah, the Batch Boys Investigative
Stay
Service
woke.
has, stay woke, Batch Boys Nation, because we're pretty sure that's Cassia in that bed with Colton. And if you disagree, send us a message at Batch Boys, at the Batch Boys, or www.batchboys.net/Fahim.
Where are their parents?
Whose?
Colton and
Prison.
Cassie's.
Yeah, don't get any chaperones.
Where are their parents?
Well, they're in a past life for sure.
They're both dead.
Yeah.
Well, they have the
life.
same parents, right? And
Yeah.
well, I guess that's up to the test results. So to enter for the big box giveaway, all you have to do is send an email to www.batchboys.net/Fahim. Go there, click the man's email address, and then just text us because there's no way we know.
Yeah, send a little
DM
hate.
us on Instagram.
Do a little docs.
BCC us. BCC us.
Actually,
so we
yeah.
can see
Honestly,
the
if
email.
you email Fahim, like screenshot us and like send it to the Batch Boys Instagram,
I'll
like,
send you $5 cash, like for sure.
We're not going to give you
I'd send a
Fahim's
Venmo.
email.
I'd send
it's not gonna
a.
happen.
but do it.
I would send $1 Venmo.
To what?
Actually, this seems risky.
Have you ever donated to somebody's Facebook charities on their birthdays?
No, what are you talking about?
That requires going on Facebook.
Slam.
Got 'em.
I like Facebook.
But would you
I like-
donate $1 to someone's charity?
I don't know. I like had this debate with my family. I don't know.
I'd rather get them a gift that they can enjoy.
Yeah.
It was more
I
just
wanna
about
see
the
'em
online
wear it.
platforms and it becoming like tangential people that you don't even really know. It's like, well, what are you gonna like? Oh, I'm gonna donate to like my cousin's boyfriend's like charity for his birthday because she shared it. It's like, well, why? Like, I don't know that person.
Yeah, it's just making that person feel better about themselves.
Also, if they want to feel so good about themselves, why don't they just give money to that charity?
Seriously.
Not taking it from their friends.
Yeah.
They're asking
they're not
me?
getting gifts anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody
Like,
likes someone to have to
How
give
many
them
Facebook
gifts.
people do you give gifts to?
yeah, it's like these are people that I wouldn't give a gift to.
Yeah.
So like they're trying to trick me into like
Yeah.
giving them something. And it's giving them
Yeah.
something to make them look good.
It's a real
This
charity
goes back
Ponzi
to the
scheme.
the instant validation people are that are addicted to from social media.
Mm-hmm.
They need some sort of gift.
Everybody needs a gift. Like all these girls, it's like they need this rose. It means so much to have this rose.
Yeah, it's this heavy-handed symbolism that's really just tearing us apart.
Yeah. This show is a commentary on today's society.
It is.
It's the most important show on television right now. And the Batch Boys is the most important show on the internet.
Talking about the most important show on television.
And it gives yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Agreed?
Mm.
Hands in. I'm Ryan S.
I'm KCS.
I'm Jake C.
I'm Alex F.
We're the Batch Boys. We are boys who love the Batch. We'll see you next week. What country are they in?
Singapore.
That's not,
Again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, next week. Oh, they're in
No,
Thailand.
Thailand next week.
Thailand.
Yeah. Oh.
Okay, on 3. We know what they're going to shout.
1,
2, 3.
Lady
Hello,
boys.
Thailand. Most of us were right.